Samuel's story, a boy chosen by God. Once upon a time, in the land of Israel, there was a woman named Hannah. She was very sad because she couldn't have children. In her time, this made her feel like she was under a curse. Every year, Hannah went to the Lord's house in Shiloh to pray. She prayed so deeply and with so much hope that Eli the priest even thought she was acting a little silly. But Hannah didn't mind. She knew only God could understand her pain. One day, God heard Hannah's prayers and gave her a very special gift. A son she named Samuel, which means heard by God. Hannah was so grateful that she made a big promise. She promised to give Samuel back to God, to serve him all his days. As Samuel grew, he lived in the Lord's house and learned how to help Eli, the old priest. Every year, Hannah visited Samuel, bringing a special robe she made just for him, filled with love and stitches of joy. But not everyone was as good as Samuel. Eli's own sons were very naughty. They didn't care about the sacred things and were mean to the people who came to worship. This made God very unhappy. One quiet night, while Samuel was sleeping, he heard a voice calling his name. Thinking it was Eli, he ran to him, but Eli hadn't called him. After the third time, Eli realized it was the Lord speaking to Samuel. Eli told Samuel to listen carefully to what God had to say. That night, God told Samuel some really tough news about Eli and his family. It was hard for Samuel to share this with Eli, but he did. From that day, everyone in Israel knew Samuel was special and that God was with him. Later, during a battle with the Philistines, something terrible happened. The Philistines took the Ark of the Covenant, a very important treasure to the Israelites. Sadly, Eli's sons were killed in the battle, and when Eli heard the news, he was so shocked that he fell and passed away. Everything God had told Samuel came true. Samuel grew up to be a wise leader, the last judge, and the first prophet of Israel. He helped guide his people through many tough times, always listening to God and helping others do the same. And that's the story of how a little boy, dedicated to God, became one of the greatest prophets in Israel. Stay tuned for more adventures from the Bible as we discover the amazing things God told Samuel and the incredible things Samuel did as a prophet.